I usually start my days with the goal of waking up on time, but it is more important for me to get 8 hours of sleep than to be up at a specific hour. I have my phone play a lo-fi playlist that is gentle enough to tolerate but irritating enough to keep me up. And soon after, my partner enters the room with some freshly brewed coffee. This is one of my favorite moments in the day, and I reward it with a few quiet minutes of figuring out my life. Thank you! The first thing I do out of bed is get some breakfast. For my cat. Nothing for me until lunch since I'm doing intermittent fasting. I give her some food and water and go into my drawer to get some vitamins. I take a multivitamin, probiotics, and omega-3s. I use this as a cue to have my first glass of water for the day and wake up my body. And then I go into the bathroom to do my skincare routine. I'm trying out something new, so I have it written out on the wall. Once I'm finished, I brush my teeth and do some simple makeup. Most days, I don't do this, but hey! I try to get dressed even if I'm not going anywhere, as staying in pajamas is tempting enough to bring me back to bed. However, I still go for a comfortable outfit for sitting and moving around. I wear the same jewelry 99% of the time, and I've made sure that this combination pretty much fits anything that I choose to wear. Once I'm all set up for the day, I take a few minutes to formulate my battle plan. I use the 1-3-5 technique in my erasable planner, and it is really simple. I choose 1 major task to complete, 3 medium tasks, and 5 small tasks. And it is not mandatory to choose all the tasks if your day dictates it. Now that I have my tasks planned, I usually start with a small one to get some momentum, and then I move on to the major task. Today that's filming, and I have a few hours of work to do for my job. Before I get to work, I always make sure to clean the space of everything distracting, except for water, snacks, and a notepad. Having these on hand ensures that I will stay hydrated and make healthy choices if I get a little hungry. Sometimes I will remember to do something while I'm already in the middle of something else, and it is really helpful to write that down instead of jumping into it straight away and then interrupting what I was doing. Finally, I put on my Bluetooth headphones with some music if I feel like it. I usually go for the playlist that wakes me up, which is relaxing lo-fi beats. The great thing is that once I put the music on, I can put my phone as far away from me as possible, and then I get things done. I try to pace myself to work in bigger chunks and then have small breaks where I walk around and stare at the wall until I figure things out. Once I'm back, if my eyes are tired, I will sometimes wear glasses with a blue light filter on them. I can really feel the relief in a few minutes as long as the glasses are perfectly clean. Because there was a lot to do for work and I'm also filming today, I didn't manage to make lunch. But I decided to have some uninspired snacks in the form of healthy walnuts and a rice cake. But I have plans to make something much better for dinner, so after I'm done working, I head to the kitchen to make inventory of our cooking materials. It looks like we could use a few things from the farmer's market, and the great thing is that it is open today. We created an everyday shopping list including only healthy ingredients that work for many different meals. I keep it on my phone to take to the market and check things off as we go. My partner is already home to help me, and we pack ourselves nice and warm just in case. This ritual also involves a little walk for us, as there haven't been many other places to go. Over at the market, we head straight to the veggie corner to fill our box with a few staples. For the shopping list, we need different kinds of fruits, berries, greens, cruciferous, and other vegetables. I try to pick out new things every time, search for different colors, and focus on having as much variety as possible. It's good to choose colorful things because the color is related to the antioxidant capacity of some of the fruits and vegetables. Back at home, I unpack everything and sort it into the fridge, having the oldest things in the front. Most days, I will open up our cookbook and try to make one of the meals or something inspired by it. I felt inspired to make some ramen, so I put on a video to watch, cut up some vegetables, and cooked them in some veggie broth. After a couple of minutes, I added pasta to that as well, and soon enough, it was done. It's a very quick and delicious meal, great for cold days and getting your veggies in. To wind down, I try to do something creative every day, and I do it as mindfully as possible. Today, I decided to bake some cookies for friends. I prioritize things that will help me reach my goals first, then things that will help me learn for my yearly theme, and finally, whatever I'm inspired to do in the moment. At some point, I decided to call my dad and get some social time in as well. He said hi. I leave the cookie dough to settle in the fridge and I set off to clean up my workspace so I can do some work for the channel. I decided to edit some Instagram photos for my feed. I used the web application Pixlr to retouch them. Then I see how they will look on my feed using the preview app on my phone, and I take some time to write a caption. I go back to the cookies and take my time to shape them as instructed, no music or distraction in the background. I put the cookies in the oven for a few minutes and I know now just the right thing to write in my caption when I'm done. I like to end the day by doing a bit of cleaning so I don't wake up and feel overwhelmed by the mess that I've made the day before. To top things off, I proudly present the forbidden cookies on the countertop. I don't think I had enough water that day, so I want to share my favorite hack with you. I got this big teapot that is really a magical tool for making delicious water, so it's really easy to make, and if you finish it 3 or 4 times, that's your daily dose of water. I slip into something more cozy to wind down. My favorite things to do are putting some essential oil in the air purifier, putting lights on in the balcony, or turning on our electric fireplace for some light. So I set the mood and I enjoy it with some tea and a good book. I've been reading less self-help recently, as fiction also has powerful benefits and it is a good way to dream and experience things that are different than our current reality. Before I go to bed, I do my evening skincare and brush my teeth. Out of curiosity, I sit down to check what we have completed this day. It was a long day, but I think we got everything done. And I'll drink to that. Tea, of course. I finally jump in bed and read or scroll myself to sleep. I'm not gonna lie. I hope you enjoyed this video and that you're doing alright. Lights off.